guest speakers. Their names are Jason and Angela Duckworth. I first met Jason when he came to a visiting hour, which I encourage all of you to attend. We'll send you more information, a couple of years ago, and he was very inquisitive and very enthusiastic and obviously very knowledgeable about educational inequalities. And so I was very impressed. And then I found out that he was married to Angela Duckworth, who founded a breakthrough site in Cambridge. And you might also know her from, she won a small award last year called the MacArthur Genius Award. But we're extremely fortunate to have them both as supporters and to have Jason on our board of directors.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jason Duckworth, and I am certainly not smarter than a breakthrough student.
You got both of them.
Breakthrough Collaborative is really near and dear to the heart of our family. So each of us wanted to offer a personal story about the importance of breakthrough. So I'm going to let Angie start.
I'm just going to move the microphone down because I'm 5'1". When I was 21 years old and a college student, pretty sure that even if you really wanted to change the world, you couldn't, I went to New Orleans to be a teacher. I taught biology and ecology, classes I made up, to kids who were in 5th and 6th grade. It was the second breakthrough collaborative program in the country. And I came home and I knew you can change the world, and you can do it, a couple of kids at a time. So to make a long story short, I started a breakthrough program right there in Cambridge, Massachusetts. 6 months later, my dad started talking to me again, and the ultimate happy ending is that, like Philadelphia, it's a thriving program, doing good work. And as a psychologist today who studies stuff like grit and self-control, I'll tell you that I'm not only in education because of Breakthrough, because if it weren't for Breakthrough, I wouldn't be. I'm also actually, as a psychologist, understanding what the heck it is Breakthrough does. And I'll just say that my deep intuition is that all of the many things that Breakthrough does, it essentially boils down to love and relationships, and it's from that soil that things like grit and self-control grow. So thank you so much to Breakthrough for changing my life, and thank you to everybody in the room who's changing the lives of all these kids.
There's an additional story for how Breakthrough is very much connected to the life of our family. I think everyone in this room has been besieged in the last 2 years with stories about the fiscal straits of the Philadelphia public school system. Every week or so, starting about 2 years ago when the budget crisis stories would come out, you'd hear about how classroom sizes were ballooning and how schools were laying off nurses and how there weren't enough guidance counselors and how basic essentials like copy paper and modern textbooks were apparently unavailable because they were simply unaffordable. For our family, this situation was really more than a story. Angie and I 2 years ago decided to move our family from suburban Narberth into Center City, and we elected to send Amanda and Lucy, our daughters, to Philadelphia Public Schools. And I can tell you that those stories are absolutely accurate. The good news is that the school system is not in chaos. The school system is simply under-resourced. Our daughters are really fortunate. They happen to go to Masterman, which is an academic magnet school in Center City, which, though there are exactly 33 kids in every single classroom, is a truly remarkable place. The families around the school raise some money. The teachers volunteer after school on an unpaid basis to make activities happen, and other groups come together to really create a thriving learning environment. But here's the serious part about this, is that not every school in Philadelphia's public system has those additional resources to make things happen. And that's where Breakthrough Collaborative comes in. So, as you've heard during the course of this evening, Breakthrough does incredible work with middle school students. we give them the small class sizes they deserve during a summer enrichment program. For high school kids, we offer guidance counseling that they're not getting in school. So we help with college applications, we help them with financial aid, we help them navigate that incredibly complicated process. The kids outside the city very often have substantial resources, both from their families or from their public school systems. And frankly, thanks to people like you, our breakthrough students have copy paper, and they have textbooks, and they have computers that work, and they have opportunities that this organization is able to provide. I think so often when you're faced with these kinds of daunting challenges that we read about day in, day out, that seem so complex, the easy response is to throw your hands in the air. Because short of running for governor, it's really not obvious how you can make a difference. But tonight I want to encourage you and convince you that you can make a difference. You can make a tremendous difference by continuing your support for the good work of Breakthrough Collaborative. I wanted to bring to your attention, in the middle of each table, a giving basket. And tonight, I know many of you have already been generous by purchasing lifelines, and I can tell you our table desperately needed them. And thank you, Usama, for all the good answers. I hope you will consider being additionally generous tonight, and there are cards available in the sticks that come out of the giving basket. Thanks very much.
Energized? There are two teams that I think are going to be more energized, and I'll announce them in a moment. Let's build up to this. We have a number of awards. First up, this was voted on by the Breakthrough students. The most spirit, Table 12. And the best name, I thought there were some great names out there. The students picked the best name to be Miles Per Hour. The championship round is played between the two best scoring teams so far. And they are, funny, the most spirited team, Breakthrough. And number two is the Space Cadets. We need, early on, if you remember right at the beginning, you picked a representative from each of your teams. That representative is going to answer the questions up here. So let's get the representatives for Breakthrough and the Space Cadets. The way this works, it's an elimination round. Any team with an incorrect answer is automatically out. You'll have 45 seconds to answer each question. The last team standing is the winner. Okay? Are you ready? All right. First question is provided by Veritable LLC, a sponsor of tonight's event. They've got a number of questions. Here we go. How many stocks are included in the Dow Jones Industrial Average? Is it 45 seconds? No, I think it's 30. 30? 50. The answer is 30. Is it? Let's do best. I got enough questions. I got 5. Let's do best out of 5. Okay. So Space Cadets have got 1 so far. Number 2. Blank is the term that describes figurative language, such as calling money green or car wheels. What is that blank? What was yours? Adjective and figurative. The answer, and if anybody in this room, this is a good one, is synecdoche. Synecdoche. Space can answer
That's Latin.
All right, numero 3. Blank and blank were the primary processing centers for U.S. immigration between the years of 1910 and 19... Two answers here. Two answers, 45 seconds.
There besides Ellis Island.
I would say San Francisco. Was it
Okay, your answers are Ellis Island and San Francisco, and your answer is?
Ellis Island and Los Angeles.
Okay, they were actually both islands. They were Ellis Island and Angel Island. Okay, we still have 1-0. Angel Island, it's something new for me too. Number 4. Of course, so is Cynic Joe. Okay, number 4. Number 4. Number 4. The graph above shows the distribution of the contents by weight of a county's trash. If 60 tons of trash consists of paper, how many tons of trash consists of plastics? 60 tons paper. Hold your answers and we'll get them. Okay? Your answer. 16. 16, they both got it right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, we haven't changed. The judges have ruled that San Francisco counts on the tied up, baby. Okay, here we go. Question number 5. This is also from the folks at Veritable LLC. Name the 3 people who served as chair of the Federal Reserve. Last 3.
we're all over this. I got it.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
I got Ben Bernanke.
Ben Bernanke, you got 1. What do you have? Nobody. Well, I think you had to have all 3. It's Alan Greenspan, Ben Bernanke, and Janet Yellen. I'm doing a tiebreaker question. Okay, here we go. The tiebreaker is the absolutely last question I have, so I hope it breaks our time. William Sharp won the Nobel Prize for Economics in 1990 for his contribution to what? Oh my God. Wait till it comes up here, but William Sharp won the Nobel Prize for Economics in 1990. We don't have it. In 1990 for his contribution to what? Okay, hold it. Derek does have an answer.
Voodoo economics.
Good answer. Folks, it is the capital asset pricing model. You knew that.
Vote his Nobel Prize.
I think we call it a tie.
I think so.